Welcome back to the Spanish Club. Today, we're moving on to lesson number 2. In Spanish, that is Lección Número 2. Lección Número 2. Excellent. So we have a photo there that says, looks like a doctor. It is a doctor. So in Spanish, we have el doctor. El doctor. So we continue with the categories. So now we are at category 6. And with these words, in English they end with an IST. Convert them to Spanish, add an A to the word, and then it becomes a Spanish word. We pronounce it differently though. So, pianist becomes el pianista. El pianista. Right, so let's mention these words. We have el pianista, el violinista, el dentista, el oculista, el capitalista, el comunista, un artista, un novelista, un optimista. So by adding an A to the end of the word, it becomes a Spanish word, and we pronounce it slightly different, or very different. So on to the next category, category 7. We're going to deal with words that end with an OUS. Okay, so to convert them to Spanish, add an O to the word and it becomes a Spanish word. Okay, so for instance, famous, which ends with an OUS. Adding an O to it, we get famoso. Then we take out the U in there. Okay, the famous is FAMOUS. But then in Spanish, we take out the U and we add an O at the end. So we have famoso. Famous becomes famoso. Alright, let's pronounce these words. Curioso, meaning curious. Delicioso, delicious. Famoso, generoso, glorioso, ambicioso, melodioso, religioso, pomposo. We have curious, delicious, famous, generous, glorious, ambitious, melodious, religious, pompous. Alright, on to category 8. So with category 8, we'll be dealing with words that end with TION. Okay, so to convert them to Spanish, we change the T to a C. That's it. Okay, so the action, which is English, in Spanish we say la acción. La acción. So we change the T and there to a C. So the action becomes la acción. Okay, so let's pronounce these words. We have la descripción, the description, la admiración, the admiration, and so on. So you get the idea. So la anticipación, la exageración, la civilización, la circulación, la constitución, la generación, la cooperación, la distribución, una invitación, la institución. Great. So now let's move on to the words to remember. So be sure to write these down in a book somewhere. Okay, have a book for this. You have to keep writing to get used to it. All right. So we have el programa, meaning the program. El roast beef, the roast beef. El beefsteak, the beefsteak. In English. So in Spanish means in English, or vice versa. Mi is my. Okay. So my car in Spanish becomes mi auto. Okay. So my. So in Spanish we get mi. Okay. So my house in Spanish we get mi casa. Casa is a house. Okay, so let's move on. Paciente, meaning patient. Interesante, meaning interesting. Interesante, meaning interesting. Muy, and that's very. Muy means very. En mi opinión, in my opinion. Okay? Now we have a conversation. So if you have a friend, practice with a friend, okay? And pronounce them exactly as you hear them, okay? It's very important. Don't pronounce them like the English words, okay? It's very important. Okay, so let's start the conversation. ¿Es popular el pianista? Is the pianist popular? Sí, el pianista es popular. Yes, the pianist is popular. ¿Es inteligente el pianista? Is the pianist intelligent? Sí, el pianista es inteligente. Yes, the pianist is intelligent. ¿Es inteligente el novelista? Is the novelist intelligent? Sí, el novelista es inteligente. Yes, the novelist is intelligent. ¿Es curioso el novelista? Is the novelist curious? Sí, el novelista es muy curioso. Yes, the novelist is very curious. ¿Es curioso el dentista? Sí, el dentista es muy curioso. Is the dentist curious? Yes, the dentist is very curious. ¿Es excepcional el artista? The artist exceptional. Sí, el artista es excepcional. Yes, the artist is exceptional. ¿Es famoso el presidente? Is the president famous? Sí, el presidente es muy famoso. Yes, the president is very famous. ¿Es famoso el general? Is the general famous? Sí, el general es muy famoso. El general es muy famoso. Next, ¿es ambicioso el pianista? Is the pianist ambitious? Sí, el pianista es muy ambicioso. Yes, the pianist is very ambitious. ¿Es ambicioso el artista? Is the artist ambitious? Sí, el artista es muy ambicioso. Yes, the artist is very ambitious. ¿Es impaciente el doctor? Is the doctor impatient? Ay, no, el doctor no es impaciente. El doctor es muy paciente. Oh no, the doctor is not impatient. The doctor is very patient. ¿Es impaciente el dentista? Is the dentist impatient? Ay, no, el dentista no es impaciente. El dentista es muy paciente. Oh no, the dentist is not impatient. The dentist is very patient. ¿Es paciente el artista? Is the artist patient? Sí, el artista es muy paciente. Yes, the artist is very patient. ¿Es inteligente el artista? The artist intelligent. Sí, el artista es muy inteligente. Yes, the artist is very intelligent. ¿Es generoso el doctor? Is the doctor generous? Sí, en mi opinión, el doctor es muy generoso. Yes, in my opinion, the doctor is very generous. ¿Es generoso el dentista? The dentist generous. Sí, en mi opinión, el dentista es muy generoso. Yes, in my opinion, the dentist is very generous. ¿Es interesante el novelista? ¿Es interesante el novelista? Sí, en mi opinión, el novelista es muy interesante. Is the novelist interesting? Yes, in my opinion, the novelist is very interesting. ¿Es interesante el general? Is the general interesting? Sí, en mi opinión, el general es muy interesante. Yes, in my opinion, the general is very interesting. ¿Es interesante el programa? Is the program interesting? Sí, en mi opinión, el programa es muy interesante. Yes, in my opinion, the program is very interesting. ¿Es delicioso el roast beef? Is the roast beef delicious? Sí, el roast beef es delicioso. Yes, the roast beef is delicious. ¿Es delicioso el beefsteak? Is the beefsteak delicious? Sí, el beefsteak es delicioso. Yes, the beefsteak is delicious. Wait. Now on to the sentence forming exercise. Okay? Just like the one we did before, you take a word from column 1, take a word from column 2, take a word from column 3, then you write it down as a sentence. Okay? So for instance, el artista no es famoso. The artist is not famous. Okay? So you can pause right here and then write as many sentences as you can with a combination of words from all 3 columns. Wonderful. Okay? Now, on to the exercise and translation. Okay, this is very important. Okay? I'm going to cover up the answers right there. Okay? So our job is to translate this from English to Spanish, obviously. So, for the first one, for instance, we have the pianist is famous. So in Spanish, that would be el pianista es famoso. Great. Okay? So your job is to convert the rest from 2 to 10 to Spanish. Okay? This should be very easy. Okay? So in the comment section, you can even answer these there. Okay? You can put them in the comment section. Okay, so that's it for lesson 2. Adiós, chicos y chicas.